2023, one of the highest requests for motivational speakers was empathy and leadership and empathy in the workplace. And there's a lot of data that proves that empathy builds trust, inclusivity. I think that, and with the mental health, like you're saying, depression and all of the stress at work, I think it's going to be it is already one of the new topics, and learning to lead with more of an empathetic, I guess, personality. And it's like a new thing that there are a lot of interesting articles out about it right now. And I do think it's going to affect the bottom line. You're going to have lower turnover rates, which high turnover is never good for your bottom line. And I just think there is a lot of benefit to leading.
It almost feels like they need, do business schools have electives on empathetic leadership and building? HR is pretty much tasked with a lot of that, but you really need every manager to toe that line and behave in a way that promotes that, not just one department. It has to be throughout your organization for you to ask those people to do difficult things and still be happy and effective at home. And you're right, the childcare thing, it's all bubbling up. What else? You're working on something interesting related to mental health in general, aren't you?
I am, but I did want to mention one other thing, if we can go back for 1 second, because I think it's really worth noting that right now there are a lot of articles out about women kind of redefining ambition and success and what that really means. And I think that the original definitions were really based on salary, title, power, and a lot of women that have moved away from the C-suite positions, I think they're starting to realize it's just not worth the mental stress of it all, and that the actual idea of ambition and success is being redefined. And I think that's really cool moving forward. There's a lot of really awesome things that could come out of that, and it'll be really interesting to watch. So everybody needs to definitely just look for that, because I don't think these women just aren't retiring. They're working behind closed doors. A lot of angel startup support and things like that. Angel investors, leadership roles.
Are there any trends in how you redefine ambition and success? Is there anything that's any kind of topic or movement that's kind of getting to or is it early?
I think it's early, but I'm seeing there's a lot of women that have left, that are doing their own startups, and business oriented. And I think but also, I read one article, there was a woman that she stepped away from her C-suite position and moved out, and she's starting a farm with her husband, working remotely, and but also working on her business online. So I think there's going to be some really cool things happening. I am a little worried about the generation behind us, though, not seeing a diverse enough C-suite.
Right. It feels like something that a lot more progress should have been made over the years. And we talked briefly about expanding the table and getting the right people at the table. It's interesting.
And so, to your question about the other thing we've been working on, the Virginia Council on Women, we have some really cool projects. Definitely follow us on Facebook. It's a gubernatorial appointment, so we work for the governor. One of the things that we do is we have legislative recommendations we work every year on for him. And then we also have a STEAM H essay contest, which we just finished wrapping up, and that was amazing. I mean, the girls, the essays, everything was. We have so many talented young women in Virginia that are going to be going into STEAM H. But one of the things that this administration has done is they're doing a very attainable goal 3-year program to deconstruct and reconstruct how we handle behavioral health and mental health crisis in Virginia. The plan is called the Right Help Right Now plan. There's 6 pillars that are involved in that. And I think that also is very timely with some of the mental health coming to the forefront in the business community, and having it addressed on a business community wise. But also, that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, like you mentioned. And but I think it's like the plan says, right help right now. We are way overdue for this. And that is something we're going to be helping push out and elevate on our Facebook page, and one of the things we'll be working on with the governor this year.